Hello, everyone. For those just joining us, welcome to ZeldaSpeedRuns Main. We've got ourselves the final race in the triple header tonight of the Zelda 2 Randomizer Standard Tournament 2023. We're still in Swiss Round 3. This race's runners are Animus and Valence. Mariah's going to be Mariah and Jacob will be commenting today. Mariah starting us off, and then Cobra will joining us in a couple of minutes. How are you doing, Mariah?
I am doing well. This is the 17th race of the night, and it's been nonstop Z2R here, middle of the week, Wednesday night. Very interesting that everyone and their mother seemingly scheduled tonight and only tonight. I mean, there's a few other races scattered before and after, but my God, so many races.
It's been night, that's for sure. But thank you for helping out with this.
Yes, unfortunately, we could not restream all of them, but we will get to those later in the week with the VOD restreams. But yes, tonight, Animus, Valence, here to face off against each other.
Yeah, should be a good one. I'll leave you to it. Have fun. I will go start them off as well.
Roger that. Welcome on in, everyone. We're waiting for Animus to get that fired up there. Valence to get this fired up. I think we need to roll a seed. Let me double check the race room here.
You know, I forgot to roll a seed amongst the chaos of everything else. That would help.
Well, yes, that would. Okay, yeah. So me scrolling through the race room, I didn't miss it. All right, so we've had a plethora of dry canyon biomes tonight. We're hoping for something that's not a dry canyon, for the love of God. Last week was all dry canyons as well. Can we get some islands without boots? Because islands with boots is pretty essentially just a dry canyon again. So, yeah, we're hoping for something good. Again, runners just got their seed now. They're going to generate that and throw it up. I think Valence is on emulator, if I'm not mistaken. Could be wrong. I know that Animus is on console with an EverDrive, so it takes him a moment to get his seed generated and then thrown onto the SD card and then put on the flash card. So be a moment to get them set up here. Yeah, we've had some spicy seeds in the previous races, so I'd like to keep the Scoville scale pretty high, even though it's 10 p.m. These runners scheduled at this time, so hoping to keep things hot and spicy for this third race. Absolutely wouldn't have it any other way. We are in the third week of Swiss, and this is the 1-1 matchup, actually. Valence faced off against me in the first week. Also, I guess we can back up here real fast. Valence recently joining the Zelda 2 randomizer community. He did jump into the Upstarts tournament that happened a few months ago. That was a tournament aimed specifically at newer runners, lesser experienced runners who had not made it to a brackets section of a tournament in previous tournaments. Valence, being a completely new runner, was able to join Upstarts, and he did very well. He tied for third in that tournament. Vix Rider took first, Chadbert took second, and Valence and Aaron 2U2 tied for third there. They did not have a play. They didn't do an extra race to figure out who was third and who was fourth. So essentially tied for third there. And Animus is you'd consider him a veteran, I think, at this point. Although I think he took kind of an extended off-season break, so not entirely sure how he's feeling these days. I know he's doing a lot of other things as well as Z2R, so that's perfect timing for my alarm to go off on my power supply. I really didn't expect it to go off at 10 o'clock, but here we are. Yeah, unfortunately, we're going to hit a little bit of beeping as I talk for the next 60 seconds. But these are our runners, yeah, 1-1. Animus took the win in the first week. I forget exactly who he went up against at this point. I can go check. But the second week, he did take a loss to Vix Rider. And then Valence was up against me in week 1. I did take the win there, and then he got a bye in week 2. So he is 1-1 now as a result, but not a pushover by any means, I don't think. We do have the countdown started. I'm going to be quiet for a moment until this alarm stops going off.
Well, I guess I can go fill in real fast, and then we can.
Well, I'm back. I mean,
Okay,
Yeah, the
well,
alarm didn't
never
take
mind.
much longer to go. Yes, it was. He did take the loss to level. I mean, he did win against level in week 1 on Animus' side there. Anyway, we're off, and it looks like we have a vanilla-like biome here. Checking King's Tomb right away. East to find the cross. I believe it was east. If not, it's west. Regardless, cross is going to be accessible somewhere. P3 or 6 on Animus' side. Checking the red iron knuckle to see how much this experience is going to give us here. Looks like a lot of hits to get that iron knuckle down. 150. Got the standard Link sprite on Animus' side. He has in the past enjoyed the Winter Solstice hoodie Link sprite. Not tonight, though. We're calling it a sprite specifically because we can see Midna, I believe is who that is, on Valence's side. That is a sprite that was recently done by Nightcrawler, who has done a handful of great sprites that are available right in the randomizer. If you just run the program, it's in the drop-down selection. If you choose many of the sprites in there, I don't know, there's over 10. There's probably closing in on 20. There's a cave that looks like it's directly to the east there, just in the southwest section of where we start. We got a lever here that's going to troll us in this cave. He's going to be a sky lever. He's going to keep popping up. It might, if he hits Animus, it might just be a one-shot at life 2. Those things hit very hard. Valence going north there, seeing what looks to be the back of either Fairy or Parappa Cave. Going to see Saria here as well. We might need Jump Town. There's the medicine in Sunken Peabag Cave. Not sure what that's going to get us just yet. Yeah, we'll see if we need Bagu or Fairy Spell to get across Saria, or there might not just be anything over there today. It's possible that all of our good stuff is on this side, already accessible.
All right, I can join you now.
Jake Hoper's in the booth.
Yeah. Getting that medicine before even exploring the West, that feels so good.
Oh, yeah, it does. Especially the Mito being 3 screens. Absolutely.
And we're going to have jump, too. You can just full clear Mito in one go.
Yeah, we got, what do we have? We got 3, 6, and 4 here. Those are the 2 palaces right here on the south side of this little southeast corner we're in. I don't know if we checked the hint there on the guy in the front of Saria. If we did, I missed it. Animus not looking like he's going to grab jump out of Saria there.
I don't understand that.
Yeah, I don't know if he saw it. He might have. Oh, what a pass through! Look at this. What is that? That's amazing.
That is very weird. Like, you know, the pass-through connectors are more logical than they used to be, but something a little off about that.
Yeah. Okay, so Life 2, we don't get fully destroyed. We don't get one shot by the levers, but it is a 2-shot. It's essentially 99% of your health there, as Valence also in the Sunken Peabag Cave at Life 2. But yeah, not having the same luck as Animus. I was going to say, I hope he doesn't abandon that, because that medicine could be something we want.
Yeah. Animus really struggling in Jump Cave here.
Yeah, it's hard. I always say this, but it's hard to gauge like how well life is doing and how well attack is doing unless you're actually playing the game. Yeah,
really hope Animus gets this attack 3 before he game overs. He's on his last life, I believe.
Yeah.
We got a Gorilla. Oh, wow. No.
Almost 2 hearts for a boomerang. Oh.
And that's it. Dang it. I really hope that pass-through sequence was not necessary.
Well, there's another cave right here. I think this might be the back of Fairy. Yeah. So it looks like Parappa to the wraparound jump cave pass-through connections, and then this backwards Fairy. Well, we have yet to see what the other side. Like Fairy could have like a boulder on the other side of it or something, so we might be forced through Parappa and jump.
All right, Animus is getting jump now, so he will have both jump and medicine going into Mito.
Yeah, and you know, we could just go east if we want to. If this is like not really in the cards for us to progress forward, if this is a little difficult, like whatever we drop into in this next cave and fairy cave, it could be like red divers that we don't want to fight right now. We could just go east. I'm really looking forward to seeing Valence play here because he has not gotten a restream just yet. Again, he and I did not get a restream in week 1, and him getting a bye in week 2. So we really haven't seen Valence out and about and flexing any new skills that he may have acquired since the Upstarts tournament. Again, it just ended a month and a half ago or something.
Yeah, this is my first time seeing him or the sprite in action. So
yeah, I've only tested the sprite very, very briefly, but I do tend to prefer things that are more human-like when I'm playing. I like that. I like the original Link sprite, really. Speaking of red Dyras.
Oh, thank goodness that Moblin went down pretty quickly. That is important. And the way that she's like top heavy makes her look kind of like really light when she jumps.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that with the like the white mage and black mage Final Fantasy sprites that were done. They're shorter as well, so it's like they kind of jump a little. They do feel like they're acting differently, but obviously the underlying hitbox is all the same. This fairy cave in reverse also trolling Animus here. Valence first to the top side, though, sees a boulder-blocked cave. That's, I mean, we've seen all of our pass-throughs, so that's going to be either a continent connector or an item cave.
Animus didn't get the Dyra to go to the left at first. It's probably going to show up pretty quick here. Here it is. Oh, that looks bad. You definitely don't want to die now with that P-Big on the ground.
Yeah, right. There's extra pressure on this fight to succeed. As long as he doesn't get the double axe, he should be good.
Yeah, certainly have some faith in him. Just 100.
Yeah, it looked like a 1-up in Pilly P-Big Cave here.
Oh, that is a raft. Oh yeah, okay. I don't know if are you also clicking the tracker?
I did secretly click the tracker.
It's okay. It's okay.
I didn't want to call it out. I just clicked when. I know, dude. I absolutely know how it is. You get like tunnel vision on like seeing all this new information, and you're just like looking.
Yeah. Ooh, we got fairy.
Yeah, fairy. This is nice. So,
And
okay.
the flute in 2.
Musical helmet head tonight.
It's so nice getting the hint on the first NPC in a spell. And Magic Jar in 4.
Still not sure what's in Mito, though. I guess we'll find out shortly, since both our runners on the top side.
Still lots of interesting possibilities.
Yeah, could be Thunder, could be what was in Rudo here? I'm sorry, I totally missed what was in Rudo. We came in for the hint for Barba Slithers with the trophy. Was that Reflect?
I
don't know. I totally missed it. I was too focused on Fairy and Raru. They both walked into the two towns at the same time. See a nice 500-point bag there. Right before the death. Oh, and the game over. Okay, he's got to go back through all these caves here.
Yeah, that's really rough. Would have been nice to maybe find a palace in the north to not have to, think up and up there and say your progress.
It's Life Town in Rudo. Animus went to go check the trophy hint for life.
Yeah, that's a little odd.
Oh, some potential good experience right here, especially that blue guy in the ground. You could just stab him and, oh, well.
It's a little more complicated than It might seem at first glance there.
Yeah, attack 3 probably not going to be making minced meat out of these guys just yet. God, that's one hit. Almost 3 bars from that stupid Zora. East is rough, man. East is rough at low levels.
Yeah, I don't know if I like this decision to come over here. Yeah. I mean, yeah, the West isn't easy either, but, you know, trying to get to Mito in particular, and... Oh!
Oh my god.
That's painful. Like, if you could have just got up there, you'd be safe, you know? There you go. Abandoned ship.
At least a 1-up there. Could have just been a bag. Well, I don't know what he would have rather had, a bag, a big fat 500 bag, or that 1-up. The 1-up extends his search here at least, with no palace in sight. I forgot what was in Medicine Cave. I think we saw Animus in here, but I don't know if he cleared it. Oh, I think he game overed in. Oh, he game overed in here. That's what happened. Yeah, that's when he picked up the bag right when he died, and then that was a game over.
Valence doing an up and A there. That was surprising. We got the spell for Animus.
Yeah, what are we still missing? We saw Magic Container Cave. We're missing Trophy and Heart Container Cave and the Grass Tile, I think.
That sounds right to me. And very importantly as well, we're missing Mito.
Yeah.
And there's another hint. That's at least 3 town hints. So
Yeah.
at most 1 more left.
And it's going to be for us. Oh no, wait, the Magic Container hint in P4 was probably the small item, or I don't know what you consider it. It's like the non-progression item, right? So hammer and cross are considered, I guess, larger items.
What? Wait, what? What's this? I'm not familiar with this hint thing.
Yeah. It's written I forget how it's written in the wiki, but it's 4 hints, and 3 of them are for actual items, and 1 of them is for, I don't know what it's labeled, but it's either going to be a link dial hint, a blue jar, magic container, heart container, something like that isn't specifically tied to progression like that it'll tell you.
Yeah. I mean, the magic jar could definitely be progression.
Yeah, and then something like the cross isn't necessarily progression either. So I don't know what exactly you would categorize those hints like as specifically. So that's why it's a little hard to explain, because I'm not 100% sure what you would call them.
Well, at least Valence is going to have the medicine before going to Mito. Did not think that was going to happen, but somehow it did.
Yeah, and there's no downstab here for Animus. Game over in this pass-through cave with this Zora in that tight little area. Those things are so painful to get across. They're so they have a pattern, and they act similar to scorpions, but they're not. They'll stop and they'll stand up and stuff. It's completely annoying to get over those guys with no downstab.
Yeah. Also, I wonder if Fairy's castable. That would help with getting over things.
That's true. I think Valence is the only one who has it now. Animus still doesn't have it, although he's headed back up north.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is interesting. I wonder if our runners... I wonder if Valence saw everything he could. I wonder if there was more water up there we couldn't get around. Like, if we actually have like a boots / Well, we have Fairy. We can get across... Well, like you say, we don't know if it's castable, but I guess Saria is open now, if it is castable.
Yeah. And we did go through Fairy Cave in reverse. So that's not really an open possibility. It seems unlikely. With the number of deaths we've seen so far, it seems unlikely that we've full cleared the west exploration at this point.
Yeah, just that 1 up and A from Valence out of Medicine Cave is a little questionable, but I guess we'll see more of the west here on Animus' side.
Animus has already been in that cave, apparently. Okay. So attack 3, not great.
Oh yeah, we've got more stuff to do here. Okay.
Ooh, do we want to take that bridge? Looks like there might be stuff down there.
Oh no, maybe that bridge is the way to go. There's nothing. We saw Valence up here in the graveyard corner. Yeah, there's nothing there. Wow, yeah, Medicine Cave is up here for Animus. He's probably going to go back there seeing he see game overed in there. We're not going to get a chance to see anything too new just yet.
Oh, Valence is getting the hint for Begu. Begu in Southwoods. That's a little wild.
Yeah, I think the map is broken up into like 9 quadrants, and so Southwoods is going to be like 6 like on a clock, like 6 o'clock.
Yeah,
and,
like South Central.
Yeah. And so I think that's going to be on the other side of Saria. Seeing as we're probably in the southeast quadrant.
So somewhere over here, right? Hopefully. Please don't die and lose that P-bag. All right.
I think we're doing a little grinding here.
Shooting for attack 4 now. On Animus' side.
Yeah, I just hope he goes south across that bridge, and that looks like that's going to open up the west, but... Yeah, but if not, then it is go east.
Oh, that palace is in a really weird spot. We haven't seen that from the other side, right?
No, I think that's P4 down there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't think Animus saw it. Valence showed it to us, though, now that he knows it's down there, so Animus has some extra information.
I'm not sure how I feel about what Valence is up to here. And this is a glove block.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm assuming Fairy's castable if we're in here.
Right. Seems like a minimal expectation of the runner's understanding of the game.
Well, he did back out of that room.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know, I will say that I really like to just stick to standard logic in the game. You know, if you've got some keys, of course, by all means, dig a shorter palace. Like, I don't know if this is 3 or 6. I don't know if we've seen a window yet, but, you know, and we don't have downstab, and Valence is a newer runner, so I really don't know how comfortable he is with the downstab as Rebo. Most people are not. And so, you know, if you're going to go and if you run into P1, it's a little out of the way, you've got some keys in your pocket, by all means, take that dip in there. But... you know, I don't know. You know, in a race like this, sticking to standard logic is probably really just going to be the best way to just execute overall.
Yeah. Animus gets the hint for the flute, and he's going to pick up his fairy spell.
I wonder if we're going to be grinding for magic levels here on Valence's side, or if we're going to pick up something different.
It might be.
I didn't catch the cost in Animus' side at Magic 2.
Yeah, I did not either. Oof. This life effectiveness is not very good either.
Yeah, wow. 2.5 hearts to hit that Iron Knuckle. It's a 2-shot and you're dead.
Animus paused again, and I still forgot to look at his fairy cost. I assume he can't cost it. I'm pretty sure he would fairy feet, right? Oh, maybe you can't fairy feet this encounter, can you?
You can fairy feet the first one and then walk across the bridge and end up in the second one, but you can't fairy feet both of the 2 bridge encounters.
Okay.
So we are going for magic.
That was not helpful.
Honestly, maybe we saw Valence do that. Maybe he did that. We just missed it, because that's why Valence probably up an 8 out of Medicine Cave. I think he was done up there.
So Mito is apparently boots blocked. Do we? Okay, we don't have a connector cave left. So, yeah. It's either boots blocked or we can use like a second connector to get to a different part of the west.
Yeah. And the east is not too friendly to us either with this mountainous layout, and neither runner's made it very far into the biome yet.
Yeah. Man, having a having downstab would be so nice right now.
It's entirely possible that the boots are right in here, and that would be a great play.
True. We also don't know if Fairy is castable.
I don't think it is. I'm feeling like it's not. Otherwise, because we have not seen it cast once from either one of our runners.
Yeah, man, I want Valence or Animus to pause now and check.
I'm staring at his screen.
All right, but Valence is very close to a magic level here.
I don't know who to watch.
He's not going to kill another Iron Knuckle. He's going to go kill a random enemy. Oh, no enemies there.
Oh my god, Animus. He up and aids, so he hit the door as well, unable to cast Fairy. So yeah, his magic 3 he's unable to cast still.
All right, we are at... Oh, P-Bag! There it is! What do we got? Bingo. Down to 62. It is castable. So now we can do stuff in palaces, I guess?
Yeah, either that or we're going back east to make some headway throughout some of these encounters. Like this encounter that Animus is in, that he's up and A-ing out of, Jesus. It's just the 2 blue Lizalfos on the left, and you just want to go out to the right, and of course there's 2 slow-moving, hard-hitting Zoras over there as well.
Yeah. Well, Valence is about to cross this bridge and probably find some stuff, so that could put him in a little bit of the driver's seat here.
Yeah, having downstab absolutely seems like it would be very nice at this stage. And I guess we still have there grass tile. We have still 2 other item caves here. We know the hammers on the west. On top of that, and then we've got a boulder blocked cave that we saw on the top side of the west as well when we came out of Jump Cave right over there.
That magic container. It's like, oh, you wanted a magic container. Here you go.
Oh, and another connected to the east. There's the River Devil. Wow.
Okay.
So Raph definitely gonna. Well, okay, not necessarily. It could be DM, right? We don't know if we need to go to DM yet. I totally missed what that was, but that shield?
We have a lot of unanswered questions yet.
Yeah.
We haven't seen Maze Island yet. Oh, you're just saying Raft is definitely required. Eventually, if we need to go to DM. But
yeah.
For the 2 connectors that we have left, since we've seen 2 connector caves, we just have the bridge and the raft.
Yeah, I think we have shield here in Mito, which is another welcome addition to the spellbook. So here's where Animus game over to before. He still can't cast Fairy. I don't think these guys are invulnerable.
Yeah, he can cast Spell though, and while it turns it into the same enemy, it turns it into an enemy with like a fraction of the HP.
Yeah.
I don't think he realizes that. Oh God. Oh, that's a death. That is a quick death too.
Oh,
and
my
that's
God. Yeah, well, I mean, Valence being the newer runner, Animus has more experience under his belt, and so Valence probably has a slightly tougher race to win here. But with Animus taking all these deaths and game overs and unable to make any real progress, I think he's just gonna, that's giving Valence this slight lead that he needs, getting downstab early, getting a castable Fairy. We're still back in, we're back in a different palace than Valence. They look very similar, but 3 and 6 very similarly colored.
Yeah.
Different bricks though.
I don't know if he's making a note, like a map or something, where the palace is. He's going to poke in here.
He immediate to glove fairy block here. This is going to eat through one cast of fairy.
Is he aware that he can fairy through that? No,
He might not be.
Yeah. Okay, that could be an experience then, I guess. That could be required too. The glove could be beyond that.
Yeah, that's recently been talking about that, to where there's better room logic now in the randomizer, to where because that room is glove or fairy blocked, we've got fairy, so it's technically, passable. And like you say, that could be something we need to get through regardless.
You know what? There certainly is no harm to checking these caves first and then going back there, if that is his plan. But I don't know if that's the thought or not.
Yeah, one of the two open caves here will be the hammer.
Oh, okay. And that's going to open that hammer block cave that we saw in the north.
Yeah, that's
Which
right. Yeah,
is our last item cave? I think that's Trophy Cave.
Yeah.
Unless there's more of the west we haven't seen that's boots block, potentially. I don't know if that's possible. Well, we've seen the connector cave, so it has to be Trophy Cave.
Right. I think Animus is back in this pass-through again. I think he's got an extra life now. Of course, the red spiders are invulnerable as we try to attack them.
Yeah, Animus started grinding a little bit, and then he kind of gave up on it. I'm not sure why. But we could see from what Valence has done that grinding up that magic level was a pretty good play. So I'm not sure why he gave up on it.
Wow, he's gonna fight. Oh, I thought he was gonna fight this guy with jump.
Yeah. Oh, we got 3-eyed rock right there. He's gonna fight him now? Okay, this is a little bold. Oh, is he gonna give up on it? No. All right.
Attack 3 might be a few hits here, and we really don't want to draw that Zora in.
Yeah,
it would take the Zora quite a while to get over here, but we still don't want to draw him in too far.
Yeah, right. That would be a problem. At least this guy doesn't throw doubles like Red Dyra.
Yeah, right. That's like the one thing you can always just rely on. They're a little bit easier to fight in there. Oh,
well, that is
awful. That's the lowest they can roll in this flag set. Yeah, he's not kind to Animus. He might find something good here on the desert tiles. One step away. Hopefully he does not have any trouble here. Oh, no.
God. All right. We're good. And we got a cross.
And he's right above where Valence is showing us there.
There's a palace, at least. You can pop in here. Up and A, dude. What you doing? You don't have a child yet. We do have fairy. We can get up stab, and we can check hints. Oh, we turn to a bat. Don't die to the bat. That's always sad.
Holy jeez. Well, we're gonna get a check a trophy cave here.
Okay, it's a good play. I suppose I can give him the hammer.
And
to start.
Given our life effectiveness, these hearts might be kind of somewhat desired here.
So we got 3, 4, and 6 in the west. It's kind of ugly.
Yeah, 3, 4, 6. Horsehead's got the kid today.
Okay, for fire, and we have no idea what fire is.
Yeah. I think Valence is done here in the west. If he wants to start, if he wants to try to clear one of these 3 or 6s, whichever one is which, especially with downstab down.
What is this palace? This is really hidden in the east here. And hopefully this is 2. It is not. That sucks.
that does at least confirm that we don't have a palace hidden anywhere, right? Because we saw GP in the open, we see 5 in the open, so all that's left is Death Valley.
Yeah, did we see all of our towns in the east?
I don't think so.
So we are still missing at least one of Thunder or Reflect.
I guess at this point, though, the hammer being on the west, we're... Oh, well, I guess it could be under Three-Eyed Rock. Who am I kidding? Yeah.
Yeah.
The Valence back in Medicine Cave for a moment. I think he's like, wait, I've been in here. I think he's still looking for something on the west here. I'm not entirely sure.
I don't know. You know, I don't keep track of how people track regardless. And yeah. Oh, so is Animus trying to farm? He's trying to farm a magic level here, I think, so that he can cast Fairy to go through this door. Hoping for a P-Bag drop. I guess a key drop would probably be good enough if that happened. What? No! What are you doing? Apparently we're just going to grind bots on this bridge for a while.
Wow, if there is something that Valence definitely could use here, and it's Animus. It's what Animus is doing right now. Because even at these levels, I mean, that's a two-shot from Guma, right? Because he doesn't have shield and he doesn't have a life spell.
Yeah, it's going to be a very tough Guma fight for sure.
And we also have no idea if this attack 4 is any better than the attack 3 we just came from.
I certainly don't blame Animus for heading into this P5 just based on where it is, though. It's in a really terrible spot.
Yeah, it's also a safe place to grind just anyway in a palace if you do find a grindable spot. I'm not sure how excited I am for grinding bots on a bridge in a palace, but you do what you got to do, I guess.
Yeah, he's walking backwards now, and I don't really know what his plan is. He's just gonna walk out this experience, I guess.
Is he on his last life, though? He's taken at least one death. He took the death on the blue Zolfo.
Okay, so he walked out and back in to reset the enemies in the palace. Must have been some things that he wants to kill again in here.
Yeah, I've not seen if we have a window yet in this palace that is right next to start.
Nice two-shot orange Iron Knuckles there. Only for 50, but whatever. 150 on the red. Okay. You gotta up an A, right? I guess he's got another life left.
Yeah, but he's only, what is it, one cast of Fairy, like 2 doors and he's done. And one of those doors, if that's Goomba or an item room.
Yeah. No. I don't disagree that it would be a good idea to up an A regardless. Oh, what? Oh, it's Horsehead. Yes.
Well, at least see what bosses are dropping here.
I really hope we fix this someday. It doesn't, like, represent the randomizer well, I think.
Yeah, I think we'd have to move to a different, whatever it's called, whatever MMC stands for, memory controller of some sort. There's just not enough space in the banks currently, and so to hack Horsehead into space into P5 there, Goom eats up too much space. Because if you think of the FDS version, it's just Helmet Head, right? Again in P5, and so there's a lot of space left. There's enough space for both Helmet Head and Horsehead to exist in the FDS version. Although the memory banks may be arranged a little bit differently in the FDS version, just because it's a disk.
Yeah, true. Something I haven't thought about much, but makes sense.
I think we're glove blocked in this palace that Valence is in. He went down and right, and there's a loop down there, and I don't think we have any other options available unless there's a left here that he hasn't checked yet.
Yeah.
I think this is where we came down and came into the palace.
And meanwhile, Animus took it up an A or a game over, and heading through this P5 yet again. But now he has a full complement of lives.
Yeah, Valence died just shy of getting attack 4
He had a key, and then he went through the door with the fairy.
Oh, man.
It's so easy to do that.
Oh, item here in 3/6. If it's trophy, then we know we're in 6 because Barbara slithers with the trophy. Otherwise, we don't know what's in 3.
Yeah, you gotta take a death there. Hopefully he's got a life left.
Yeah, he just game overed a moment ago, so he's immediately left in this palace to get to the item. Wow,
that's 1 up.
Yeah, just P3, so glove blocked P3. Another door for Animus here, has to take that death. Kind of sucks because he had the key and now has to waste. So Valen's not going to go 6. He's going to come. He's going to come to the east and see what he can do over here. A lot of Bulazolfos in these encounters.
I can't imagine that either of them is feeling too great about how this has gone so far.
Yeah. Oh, item room here in 5.
Alright, that's useful. But, not great.
At least he's gonna, as long as he can stay alive here, he'll have that extra cast of fairy back in his cast in his pocket, however you want to refer to that.
Yeah, that is nice. He's gonna use it right here. Where are you going?
I think this is a loop, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, it certainly might be.
I forget what's in Nibiru. Was this spell? I think it is, because he was walking the same way as Animus was on the east.
Yep. Alright. Life 4 is better than Life 3.
Perfect timing for the red jar there. Oh!
That is a big whammy right there.
Yeah, and I think there's 3 directions there. One, I mean, obviously we have to come up from one of those directions, but we got the left and the right, and so could be a thing. Especially if they see the glove block in 3. Like, he doesn't know that, but from our perspective, it's like, man, so many glove blocks now. Do we just try to stay in the overworld?
So I think he's got jump. I would cast jump, grab that P bag, and then up and out of here.
Or he could farm these 20-point Mao heads. Wow.
Yeah, not bad. 10-point mute, also above average.
Drop here.
Oh,
wow.
Nice. He's just gonna drop. Okay, that's certainly justified. Oh, it's just a loop. Okay. Oh, that sucks. Sucks. Oh, this game.
So maybe it would be worth trying. Oh, he doesn't have shield. He doesn't have anything to slightly reduce his magic, right? So he could try for the. Okay, he's got that.
Oh, okay. I think it's time to leave.
Yeah, well, he had the chance to get that 50-50 jar out of the statue there, and so if he could have reduced his magic a little bit, grabbed the jar, cast fairy, he would have been able to get to that door. But obviously, glove block stops all that.
Yeah, kind of a moot point. But I understand what you were saying.
He's also going to try this P3 here.
So he should get the 1-up, which is not going to make him very excited, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's probably not going to be too long until he goes across Saria. Or at least hopefully it's not too long.
Yeah. Though we don't know if it's required. We could just end up getting boots somewhere else.
Yeah, but for downstab.
We could end up getting boots somewhere else.
Oh, right. But I mean, that east is like such a long walk to get anywhere.
Downstab immediately. Yes.
All right, Valen's not going to go south and see that palace, or maybe he is. No, okay. So still going to be missing on his tracker. I'm not really sure what we're gonna what we're missing here. We've got a north. We have the north swamp. There's that northern swamp pass through where Valence just was. South is going to be P5, and then we've got some interior section of this mountainous biome that is going to give us something, I guess. We've seen Sunken Peabag Cave. That was the medicine. Did we see Risen Peabag Cave?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. So that could be something. We saw Desert Tile's Cross. We haven't seen New Kasuto yet. We also haven't seen any other way off of this continent. So with a mountainous biome, and especially knowing we need raft and bridge, I'd probably be trying to prioritize any edges of the map to see where those are located.
True.
Animus has seen that River Devil going south, but from the look of it, it seems like we might actually be able to go a little bit further west, south, and come back east and get to that interior section. If he can do that, he'll see this pass through. He'll see the continent connector that Valence is showing us right there.
Yeah. If he can do that, that would be big. Animus might have a little bit of a facepalm moment when he sees the other side of Saria, but either way, one way or another, getting the hammer and downstab and access to the last palace would all be good things for him.
Okay, so Old Kasuto was just north of where GP is at, and that's Reflect. And here's Risen Peabag Cave. So we might be going back to 4, but then again, Reflect plus an expensive ferry, not really desirable there unless Karak is very close to start.
Oh, that is a big item.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. That's a nice find. We don't need to do too much more walking on the west, though, just to get over to the other side one more time to get through 6. Still going to be a little bit of a time save, and if the water tile has something good on it, then that would be a great check.
Yeah, immediately taking advantage of these boots. We got the raft tile right there. Here's Thunder.
Wow.
And a free item.
Yeah, and we got castable spell as well, so...
Yeah. Lots of things happening in a hurry. Oh, just another 1-up. Oh my goodness.
I think we're out of 1-up. We've seen 3 now?
So I think we've confirmed that the flute and the hammer are not needed in the east at this point.
Yeah,
right?
Well, there was just a heart. Oh, no, yeah, hammer. Yeah, right. Hammer in the east, not needed. Right. I was going to say the only thing hammer was blocking so far in the west was just that heart and trophy cave.
I think it's a randomizer, and sometimes this is more painful than vanilla, and sometimes it's less. Was that anything interesting?
That was a magic key.
Oh. Interesting enough.
Going to completely negate our high-cost ferry.
And I do assume that we have Thunder. Oh, well, okay. He didn't get it yet. He's did that first for some reason.
He's been watching vanilla speedruns.
Yeah, okay. I don't know why that would be, but
they go to the spell tower first, and they come back and get the. I think they get the item, the spell after spell tower.
Yeah.
Oh no, because spell is in. Never mind. Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you certainly can't even do that. Okay. They do some things in weird order, so we're going through Valley of Death here, huh?
P1 or P2 is going to be what's left, right?
Yeah, and then Valence is going to show us... Oh, what? Okay, so we need a bridge somewhere in Death Mountain, probably?
Yeah, unless there's some sort of other access on the east that's going to be to the top side of the east. Because the raft is on the bottom side of the east.
And there could maybe still be a bridge somewhere out in the water in the west, perhaps. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know if we fully checked like the southwest corner altogether.
Okay, this looks a little hopeless.
No,
it's letting him walk forever though. Maybe it'll wrap around eventually. Nope.
Yeah, you get the full map here. It's essentially the same size map as if you think of like vanilla DM, and you got all the water to the east side of you. This is essentially what this is. Except in vanilla DM, you can't walk on the water.
Right.
Yeah, so if this is P1, Animus not going to be getting anything too big here unless he wants Child Fire.
Yeah, which could be helpful. Could be Thunderfire. We never know.
There's our Spec Rock. We'll see if we can get to it easily.
Yeah, I would certainly try to beeline that with this hammer. We still need a glove. Ooh. Can we cast Jump? Yes. Wow. Just barely. Oh, can we get through here without dying? Nicely handled. Now we're gonna take this health refill, so we have to use a key right away in the next room. Alright, looks like we're okay.
There we are, on the maze out of Death Mountain.
Oh. Did he find Spec Rock, or...
Yeah, he did. It was just a heart.
Okay.
Which, again, is very good for Valence. I mean, Animus has, 2 less hearts at this point, and Valence having shield and 7 hearts is going to help him immensely. We know this is P2 now, so... And the first item was a magic container, so he's looking for that second item, and then I'm sure he's going to dip into P2.
The orange Zalfos is unfortunately invincible. Animus taking Magic 5. Trying to maybe get Fairy to cast a little less. It's down to 58. Not great at Magic 5.
Yeah, Valence with that magic key pickup. That's why that's huge, is when Fairy just stays expensive.
True. It's hard to imagine that Animus would have taken Magic 5 if he had that magic key in hand. Oh, yeah, we'll take the health refill. It's always funny when the two fairies meet up in whatever euphemism you want to use for that.
Oh, find the horse, not glove blocked.
So did we get the item in one?
I didn't see him pick it up, no.
You have to imagine he's going to keep going. I mean... Oh, that's right, it is blocking fire. He does know that. Oh, he's going to go back and get this level first, too. Or not.
I think there was a blue iron knuckle over here. With 1 bar of health. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
No, what? What? In what scenario does that make sense? Huh.
Wow.
Did he not have a key? Was he on his last life, and was he gonna die anyway, and he couldn't go to the right either? Perhaps.
Okay. Yeah, that's what Vix is saying in chat. And that I guess that makes sense, but man, he was so close to a level there.
Yeah, he had like 1400 XP that he just dumped.
Second item on Maze Island was just a 500-point P-bag, so I think we're headed back into 2 now. And crossing our fingers that we don't have a glove block. The one thing Valence doesn't have Reflect, which he had seen GP, and Old Kasuda is just north of there, just slightly outside of our viewport when we see GP.
Yeah, well, just like Animus doesn't have Thunder yet. I'd feel pretty bad if I were Animus spending this much time in this one and not coming away with the item, even if we know that it's probably not going to be that helpful.
I mean, I don't know if you've looked at the clock, and I didn't until now, but we're almost 51 minutes into the seed, and neither runner has placed a gem.
True. Yeah. The last race did not feel fast, but it actually was not that slow. All things considered. This one is going a little slower than the last one.
Well, there it is, 51-17 or something like that. First gem of the game. Animus doesn't know it, but he's first to do so, and he cannot feel good about that.
Yeah. Naturally, he up and A's because he was in the middle of Valley of Death. But, is he going to go across Saria now? He's heading that direction, so he must be. There's nothing else he could really be doing except for going through there. So, which is good for him because he's going to find both the rest of the west and the second connector to the east, and that'll give him some more exploration in the east as well.
Yeah, he'll be excited for his sub-hour downstate pickup as well. I don't even know what it must feel like to be in the shoes of these runners right now. Just this has been a pretty wild start.
These seeds usually take somewhere between a little under an hour and around 2 hours. Depends on who's running and what the seed is like.
Yeah, this is not an amazing demonstration of the average seed that you would run into as playing this flag set. This is probably something that's a little bit more difficult here, just given the start and the effectiveness of our stats, at least as we read it from the commentary booth.
Yeah. He does have medicine. I'm sure he'll pick up shield.
All things considered, though, I mean, as long as we just find the glove, I mean, it'll be kind of turbo mode at that point, depending on where it's at.
Yeah, true. We don't really need to hunt for any locations, and we don't need to hunt for any spell items. So, should be in decent shape.
For Overworld, we have Water Tile and Hammer Cave, I think, is all we have remaining. As we find Helmet Head here, not finding the item just yet. Hopefully Valence does not dip out of here, because you're so far away, it's really just, you should full clear this place and sink as much time as you can into making sure that if the item is in fact unreachable, that you know that before you leave.
Valence gonna come out of here 544 maybe.
I mean, who knows if Animus wants to dig this 6? This might be where a glove is at. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Trophy in 6, so never mind.
Oh, that's right. Valence saw this room, thought it was glove blocked seemingly, and then gave up on it.
Yeah.
And Animus also giving up on it very quickly. That was even stranger.
Maybe because he's still relying on Fairy. I don't know, though. Does he get 2 casts of Fairy yet? I didn't see the cost. I don't know what it's at. It'd have to be at 48 or less.
Yeah, I'm not sure. He is about to get his hammer here.
Or maybe that was it. Maybe he just was like, you know what? There's another cave right here, item cave. I'm going to check this first.
All right, so is Valence like committing to finding Hammer Cave here? Maybe looking for the glove? I would go through that. There's that cave to the left that looks very suspicious. The one that's facing down.
Yeah, he can actually walk around as well with the boots. It looks like it's against the water.
Oh, perhaps I didn't consider that.
All right, Animus does find that other continent connector. He's on the interior. Yeah, I'd like right here what you're saying. No.
Oh.
Oh, he's out, though. He's out. Okay. Oh, he also didn't find the item in 2, so... Huh.
Yeah, this could be first glove wins right here.
I forgot what was in here. I think it's... Is it the key in here? No, it's the booze. Yeah, the key was in Nukasudo.
Yeah, in fact, it was vanilla, right?
Yeah, yeah. I was going to say, I hope we see a check on water tile, and here's Valence beelining for the water tile here.
Very logical play.
Wow.
There it is.
All right, the clock is ticking. Valence in the lead with the glove, knowing we have a block in 3. We have a block in nowhere else that we've seen just yet. Might be... Yeah. Oh, it was 5 blocked.
There are a couple pieces of good news for Animus. One is that, he's already got the boots, so water tile is one of his next logical places to check. And 2 is that his levels are in pretty good shape. And besides not having the glove, he's doing all right. So, but like you said, the clock is definitely ticking on Animus here.
It may come down to another one of these, like, inexperienced things possibly on Valence's side. He's got the glove down. He really needs to just put the pedal to the metal and move, right? Because once Animus gets that, that's exactly what he's going to do. And Animus is capable of catching Valence, even if Valence gets a little bit more of a lead here.
Yeah, I don't believe that Valence has seen. Yeah, there's no way he's seen P5 yet. So that's a big thing that he needs to search out and find.
Yeah, that's true. And Reflect is just northwest of his current position.
True. Yeah, he doesn't have that, so he doesn't know that he doesn't need anymore. Well, actually, he should know that Reflect has to be in the remaining town that he hasn't found. He's gonna go through Valley of Death first, which seems logical. I would take that. Take that. Thank you.
Yeah, I don't like sitting on Life 3 for too long. That's
Yeah. Well, the real thing is, there's not much point in sitting at Life 3 if you're at Magic 4, because like Magic or Life 5 is not gonna usually be more expensive than Magic 5. So if you're trying to get a big boost of experience, it's not going to hurt you to take Life 4. Animus is unfortunately checking into Death Mountain here. But he might end up just getting Spectacle Rock and getting on his way too.
Oh, perfect. You run into the one dead end connection there.
Valence getting a skip. Looks like that's what he's going for here. Sure are a lot of caves facing the same way here.
Alright, well, we know P1 is clearable, at least to the boss at a minimum. Oh, it doesn't matter, because there's the item right there off of the initial elevator. That's why Animus didn't grab it. Or if he did, it was so fast we weren't watching. But I don't think... Animus is not one to adopt, so... Unless he absolutely has to. Yeah, so if Animus finds this this maze island, which you'll see right there, I do wonder, without the glove, seeing as Valence dipped out of P2 after finding Helmet Head, I wonder if Animus will stick around if he hasn't seen the item before Helmet Head, or if he will back out and do DM. He's known to check, you know, those one-off spots, and DM is not that far away from where he's at right now. He could just back out of there and look for Hammer Cave. And that would keep Valence able to kind of hold on to a little bit of a lead here in terms of gems. I guess that's kind of a bad way to put it, since they're equal in gems and they're each going to place a gem in the next palace they're in, but I just think that having the glove just kind of automatically puts anyone in the lead, seeing as we did see glove blocks in other palaces.
Yeah, the glove is just, you know, a feeling of empowerment, having that.
Yeah. Total peace of mind.
I don't know if we saw the items on this maze island.
We did. It was a magic container and
Magic.
P bag.
Okay. The N key is in the spell tower. Oh, Animus must have gotten it, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it was a heart under Spec Rock. All right, I don't know what the path was to the horse, but we must be on it now.
All right, Animus into P2.
Yeah,
So we got both
horse is
items?
right here. I'm sorry?
I assume that Animus got both items.
I saw him get the P bag, but I didn't see him get the magic container. But the magic container is the short drop, so it could have been that he was in and out of that very quickly. And in fact, I think it was required that you pass through the short drop on the way to the palace from where you landed via the bridge.
Oh man, yeah, you got to go back for this level.
Yeah.
That's an attack 6 right there, with like one more kill.
Yeah, I wonder if he's got thunder. He can thunder this blue guy down. He does have a castable thunder, but not anymore that he cast shield.
It looks like he's gonna take him down though. That'll do. We certainly hope that he doesn't look for the trophy. Was it in here?
In P1 or P2?
In P1.
P1 is the child.
Oh, child. Okay. Oh, and he's already got that. That was the very first room.
I thought Animus recognized that as a dead end. He sees that, and right as he hit the P bag, he up and aid. So yeah, so I guess he didn't at that time. Well, Valen's still missing Reflect here. Obviously a required spell. This is putting a little dent in his progress. He's not entirely in go mode, and Animus having Reflect, but he also has Thunder, I believe. But
you think Animus got Thunder now?
Well, he was in Nukasudo. That's where Thunder was.
Oh, yeah, fair enough. I just totally forgot to mark all the things in Nukasudo.
If he can't find Reflect, if that because he's seen 3-Eyed Rock on Valence's side. If he thinks he needs the flute for something,
that could be trouble.
Yeah, that could be him digging out non-needed items. Or, sorry, unneeded items. Now, here's the question that I had earlier. Is Animus going to stay in this P2 and look for the item? Not having the glove right now.
You'd have to think that he was going to do at least a little more, right? No, it doesn't look like it. If you're standing in the same spot like that, it gives the impression you're not. Huh. But I wonder why not.
Yeah, and yeah, I don't know. Neither one of them did. Animus seemingly going to beeline for this water tile as well and get his glove, and then he is actually going to be in the lead with the Reflect spell.
Yeah, we thought the clock was ticking on Animus, but it may have actually been ticking on Valence to get that Reflect.
Yeah. And I really thought when he came back through that pass-through on his way to do Death Valley, and he was just steps away from that old Kasuto sighting. Here's the item in 6. He's got it probably marked as the trophy for life.
Yeah, Valence is really not in bad shape here. You know, he's got all of P6 done at this point. He just really needs to find old Kasuto and get that Reflect spell.
And I guess you mentioned this earlier. He still also doesn't have the sighting of P5.
Right. I think it may be beyond old Kasuto. So if he heads in that direction, then I think he's going to get them both.
Yeah, P5 is going to be... Well, okay, so it's... If you know where 3-Eyed Rock is, GP is just west of there, and Old Kasuto, I think, is just northwest of there. And the way to P5 is west of GP and then straight south. As we know, that's that deep southwest corner.
Okay, Valence, please don't die again.
Pretty consistent hits on Barba here, as long as it comes up right next to the pit that he's on. Oh, perfect.
All right. Should be home free at this point. I don't think I've ever seen anyone fall in. Oh, no, I probably have.
Yeah, well, maybe when someone thinks they have Fairy queued up, and then it's not really Fairy, and they make the jump and try to cast Fairy and be slick, and then they just land themselves in the lava.
Or they're just like playing with a large amount of input lag.
Yeah.
Yeah. Animus's levels were better, but Valence is going to get some huge XP boost at his next gems, so he should end up finishing with the higher levels, most likely.
So I'm going to assume he doesn't think that three-eyed rock is in play, and he'd be right. And that fact is that he's not digging out the items at 2. He didn't dig out Hammer Cave again. That was pre-glove pickup as well. And then he didn't do anything in. Oh, sorry, we know it's in 6. My bad. We know it's in 6 already. I keep forgetting that.
Does he have the flute? He's walking towards this thing like he does. Okay, no.
My assumption is you could walk, yeah, down through this double Daruni encounter, which you might not want to do, and then north from there.
I don't understand what he's doing there.
He's right by P5. If P5 is just southwest of his current location, so if he heads west to this double Daruni encounter and then south, that'll be P5.
Just go. Yes, thank you.
Wow, Fairy's still 62 at. Oh, he hasn't really leveled up Magic, and it's still Magic 4.
Yeah, he could level up Magic at his next gem potentially. Wouldn't be surprised if he just takes attack 8 though. That's right. This old glove block here in P3, I believe.
Yeah.
Alright, Valence has found his way to P5.
And we suspect that it's glove block, but I don't know if we got a full confirmation. Like Animus was in here kind of low levels, right? He had attack 3, and I think he actually leveled up attack 4 off of some P bags at some point, but still not in amazing shape. Not having shield, not having downstab. Obviously, This is a room he was leveling up in here, but we're not in full. I'm not fully convinced that we're actually glove blocked in here, but we'll see.
Yeah, really hard to say.
All right, well, I think there's a dead end for Animus here. Yeah. Whoa. That's a left-right input.
Huh.
Might be time for a new controller.
Yeah. That's not something you see every day. Oh, Anus is... Oh, this is not the dead end I was thinking. Or, well... We saw that one room there, and... Yeah, I might just be getting mixed up between a couple palaces here. I don't know.
All right, so do we have an up and left? We have an up and left here. I don't know what's up and left there. I don't remember, but I think if we go right from the middle section of that 3-layer elevator, that will hit that glove block. I think we hit it here as well, actually, if we make this jump.
Actually, I think I would take this attack 8 if I were Valence. At only 7,000, I try to get a 2 attack 9 with a
greedy
boost. Do we have life or shield? He's got shield cast, I think, maybe. Anyway, takes down Rebanek.
Yeah, Reba was pretty deep in there. Or I guess we saw a dead end on Animus' side, and then he had to turn back, so it might have not been as deep as long as we just...
Man, he's dumping the gem.
Away. Oh.
Trying to make the commentator proud.
All right, well, here's Goomba behind the glove block in this one direction, but we had that up and left, and we have it right downstairs, and so I'm just wondering if we do actually have a way through, but I don't know. I have faith in Animus that, he would have determined a glove block if he really tried to exhaust his options.
So neither one of them has life. Oh man, that was a very kind hit right there.
200 points for Guma is a little insulting, but it's not like we're going to get a level regardless of how much he gives us.
Right. Yeah, this is an interesting race. Yeah. It sure seems like they'll both be in GP at the same time, most likely.
Now, Valence knows he's missing Old Kasuto, but he's just going to probably just look around at this point. He's not... Hopefully he does not up and A out of here. Well, yeah, I think it's faster if he doesn't. If he just walks north, north-ish in the direction where he's from, he'll reach Old Kasuto up there.
All right, just taking an up and A there.
Yeah, because I guess if he gets reflect very soon, 4 is close to start, whereas 5 is well. This is 6 for Animus, which is right next to the connection to the east, right? And then he's still close to 5 because that's exactly where Valence just came in from.
I mean, 3 and 4 are both close to start, and yeah, 5 is way in that corner where we just were. So Animus definitely has more overworld walking left to do.
That's right. Valence still needs 3. I completely overlooked that. Well, we're about to see what fire is. Because I don't think we got to check in any other order. It could be fire life. It could be fire thunder, seeing as it doesn't work in reverse. Fire fairy at this point, kind of a waste if it's that.
No, not immediately obvious.
Yeah, I think he came in here with full health, so I can't tell if it's life. Animus making me nervous on this Barba fight.
And you justified your nervousness, I guess.
There it is.
What was that?
Old Kasuto for Valence.
Oh, yeah. I thought I was wondering still what fire was.
Yeah, but... sorry. Yeah, I don't know. He didn't cast those Moas out there. I guess it could have been Reflect. Wow, I guess it could be Reflect.
Could have been Reflect or Thunder. If it's at this point, obviously, if you're Valence, you want it to be Thunder, because that could help immensely with GP.
Yeah. All right, 6 down, still burning gems, as I would expect at this point. Although he's going to save, so, Animus does know only the one route to get to 5. So he's going to take the long path, it kind of seems here. He's going to go back to this connector and then go presumably all the way north, all the way west, and then all the way south. Whereas, again, he could have stepped out of 6, hit that continent connector to the east right next to 6, and then taken the double Durrani encounter and walked south from there, the same as Valence did.
Isn't he... No, okay. I thought the Durrani encounter was right here. Oh, isn't it to the west there?
No, it's another one. It's just another desert path.
Okay.
But he might be able to take a shortcut there. I don't know if that cuts through. I have no idea where Karak was. I don't think Animus was in here for too long.
Yeah, I also have no clue.
All I remember is seeing the Karak fight, and that was about it. Yeah, if this P4 doesn't troll him too badly, yeah, we will absolutely have both of our runners very close into GP at the same time.
All right, Animus is heading in the right direction. I think so. He should be into P5 before Valence finishes this palace.
Hopefully he remembers the way to that glove block. It was about, 40 minutes he was in here.
Yeah, the glove block was very early in the palace. I don't think he's going to have too much problem.
Okay.
Yeah. This is going to be close.
Oh, he's using fire here. It is. Oh my God! It
Oh,
is.
it is reflect. Okay. So he didn't have to go pick up reflect after all. That's a little disappointing. I don't know how he knew it was reflect and not thunder. I don't see.
Yeah. I didn't see a confirmation either, but maybe he slipped something in somewhere.
Oh, he does get the big boost. So probably get at least 2 life levels here.
I think Animus is about to see... Yeah, he's pushing through here. Past this room. And then that'll be his glove block, and he'll be into Guma shortly. Well, I, for one, hope we have a few options in GP to pick from, and that it's not just first elevator Thunderbird, 2 rooms later Darklink. Even though we're at the 81-minute mark in this seed so far, and we're not even about to be in GP just yet. Although we're very, very close on Animus' side. Okay, I was going to say, man, he's been pretty aggressive with with Guma here, and luckily not taking any damage, but finally gets 1 hit, but survives, not a problem.
Yeah, he's going to be the first one with all 6 gems. Oh, I should mark P4 done for valence. Where was DP? Oh,
just north. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I was gonna say I thought he was an up and A was as well, but then when he started walking, it occurred to me that he's actually not too far away from GP, whereas Valence is gonna have a little bit of a walk.
Yeah, he really is.
Okay, well he Valence went the right way in that off that branch. Did not end up in the dead end room, so he's gonna be through P3 here. And it's going to be, what, 2 minutes before... wow, 2-shot here. About 2 minutes, probably, with a little bit of a walk.
Yeah, attack 7 looking very nice.
All right, no option from start. Just got to force ourselves right.
And Valence is certainly going to have the better levels going into GP, but Animus has been burning a couple gems, so he must be very confident in the levels that he has.
Yeah, Animus has an extra magic container, it looks like, and Valence has an extra heart container. I don't know how much Thunder was to cast. I forget. 65 or something, probably. Oh, yeah, it was 65. We saw that earlier.
Oh, dang. Valence gets the first fairy feat, but not the second.
All right, this is our first junction here in GP. I was going to say, not checking the down elevator. That's bold, but yeah, he's going back.
I will often put off that elevator just because I don't want to have to jump back out.
Nope, Animus going to gamble on the left here.
Maybe he has similar feelings about jumping back out.
It's like it's a one-way trip, boys.
Yeah, just stay down. That's fine. can deal with this guy.
Oh.
Oh, now we get to go beneath him the other way. This Bird Knight is just a test in patience. Like a very small test. And that's about it.
Oh, this is definitely a shield room with these dots in there. These things are going to hit us for 1 heart each.
Yeah, I do like the staying high thing to better dodge them.
All right, another junction here. We got an up and a down. Sorry, it's down and a right. It's just Jackamus room.
There is our Thunderbird.
Pretty easy to reach, depending on what's right of that junction. We may or may not have. Well, it's gonna really, like, all of GP could be in that direction, or none of GP could be in that direction.
All right, Valence is going down first and is going to find that same dead end. If he goes left, he's not going left though. So it's going to save a little time if he doesn't go back there, which I don't think he will at this point because he's probably going to find Thunderbird very quickly. Is he going to get that? Oh, all right.
Yeah, you can't. It's gone.
Oh, the fairy disappeared when you hit that spot.
Well, he got a life refill.
Yeah, I guess one way or another he accomplished what he was looking for.
Yeah, it's total bait. You have to draw the bot way out, and then you have to not kill him, and then you have to run to go get the fairy while the bot's still chasing after you from the other side of the room. It's ridiculous.
So you could, if you drew the bot far enough to the right, you could break him up, right?
You might be able to, but it had to be, I think, all the way on the far, far right.
Yeah, that's a much faster Thunderbird find for Valence.
He's down 1 life over Animus, though, right? Animus still has all of his lives.
Yeah, I mean, well, Valence is definitely on 2 lives. I'm not sure about Animus.
All right, so we had an up and left upstab block there on Animus' side, but this is another one of these fun rooms, so this is another elevator down. All right, Thunderbird down for Valence. Oh, okay. Animus going to make that. Oh, my God.
Well.
Yep. The good old easy GP.
Yep, get the GGs in chat. Homewrecker with the very timely raid.
51 minutes to place our first gem. Still a sub 90 seed overall.
True. Yeah, Valence is going to be right behind him, though. Surely going to be lots of regrets on both sides here. But
yeah.
More on Valence's with the loss. There he is, entering the room as Animus.Duns.
I mean, even as a newer runner, it must feel good to be that close at a minimum. At least he didn't get like blown out or anything like that, because that was a tough seed. That start was not very kind.
Yeah, we really needed to level magic to 4 to use fairy to do much of anything. What do we got here? 129.01 versus 128.16. So, less than a minute, 45 seconds.
Good game, Animus.
Oh, hey, GG.
GG, guys. Great race to watch, for sure.
I felt like I was behind the entire time.
Only by about 45 seconds.
The entire time?
Yeah.
No, you were definitely ahead for a lot of the race.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, that's shocking. I don't
question.
want to speak for Animus, but the beginning of the seed for me was just a clown show for me.
Yeah.
I just could not click on combat, the fairy thing. It was just, I was a mess.
Yeah. So what broke you out of the beginning part?
Getting Magic 4 so I can cast fairy one
Yep.
time.
Yep. That is exactly what gave you the lead. And then you went right across. Sorry, you got down stab, found the other palace, found the other connector, found your hammer, all that stuff. And you had boots first, you had glove first. So, yeah, it took Animus a little longer. I'm not sure why. It seemed like at times Animus was thinking about leveling to Magic 4, but then kind of aborted and didn't do it. But yeah. Anyway, if you want to talk about it for a minute, Animus, go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely felt behind the entire time as well. And definitely, as you saw, the beginning was, I don't know how many minutes until I really remembered that Saria was a thing and the cast fairy across that. That was pretty much what kind of, I guess, caught me up, if you will. There, just remembering to. It's always Saria or Bagu that tends to get me. I feel like, just forgetting that connector, if you will. But after kind of seeing all the hints that all the dungeons were dead, and then some of the dungeons that I died in early were like, I don't know if they were fully glove locked, but there were glove blocks in them. I just decided to play for Overworld until I could get glove to finish up the dungeons, since I found out flute wasn't really needed either, even though it kind of seemed like it was going to be for a second there.
Yeah, luckily I found 5 palaces and I was like, oh my god, what if it's under the flute tile? And it's like, no, you haven't found Death Mountain yet, or Death Valley. It's there. P1's in Death Valley. Don't worry about it. And I left P2 because, yep.
Yeah, I did want to ask you, both left P2 all the way out there in the maze, pre-glove pickup for either one of you. Unless we missed you guys seeing the item rooms, I don't think either of you saw the item in P2, and so I'm curious.
Well, there's a hint that P2 has the flute, so.
Oh, that's right. Yep, my bad.
So I just took a gamble, like, hopefully we won't need the flute. Hopefully.
Makes perfect sense.
And I saw Three-Eyed Rock. I'm like, oh no, I don't want to have to get the flute.
Yep.
But thankfully, nothing was there.
Mystery solved then why we didn't dig P2. Okay. All right. Well, then my question is, if we came through Death Mountain that far away, Valence, you kind of stuck your head in a few caves. Was that looking for Hammer Cave there?
Yeah, I wanted to find the block cave, the hammer block cave, just because, like, well, I'm here, I have the hammer, I might as well try to find it while I'm trying to find the connector to Maze Island. But I couldn't find Hammer Cave, and I can't remember what was under the block.
It was a heart under Spec Rock.
Oh yeah, okay. And I was really mad about that. I'm like, I'm not staying here. I found the thing. I'm like, all right, well, here's Maze Island. Let's just full clear this so I never have to come back here again. And then just cross fingers that flute's not required.
And then after it all, you got the child, and fire happened to be reflect at the end of the day.
Yeah, that made me laugh. I was going to leave the child, and then I noticed it was the item room in whatever P6 or whatever it was, P1. And I'm like, no, just go grab the child. Don't be mean. Don't leave the kid here all by himself.
He deserves to be left behind.
In the end, if you had realized,
because I didn't find the old Kusuto till the very last. One of the last things I did was find that, but by that time I'd fire. I didn't have anything to test it on, and then I found him. Like, well, okay. And then when I went to P4, I tried fires reflect on Carrick, and it was. I'm like, oh, that's okay. I wish I got that a little earlier.
Yeah,
Because
I
I
think
could have just taken the connector from the east side of west or the west side of west, gone back to where I came, and picked up reflect, and then I could have just done all of west and then all of east, but I didn't.
Yeah, I think given that you had the glove, well, you had the boots, the key, and then the glove first in the seed. I think missing the reflect there, just sitting in Old Kasuda, just out of your view when you were.
Just north of where I didn't,
Yeah.
because I saw Grand Palace. I definitely knew where Grand Palace was. It was right south of that, or north of that.
Yeah, I think at the end of it all, that's the one thing that held you back from being able to do. I mean, 4 and 3 were right next to start, so it's not that big of a deal. But I think if you
Yeah.
had reflect earlier, you wouldn't have had to walk back out of 5 and then go look around. You would have been able to just kind of up an A out of 5 and go finish 4 and go finish 3, and that
Yeah.
would have been I mean, ultimately, I guess that's the time difference there, really.
Yeah.
But I'm sure you can find 45 seconds anywhere throughout the scene and be like, well, we could have saved there, we could have saved there, we could have saved there. So
yeah, because I was saying, like, I also went into P3 like 8 billion times. I found that glove block like 3 separate times. Like, stop going to the right. Stop it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, Animus can tell you all about his P5 attempt very early on. It was rough on both of your sides here early on.
Wait, you dove into P5 early?
Yeah. I just wasn't finding anything, so I mean, I guess I should have been
Oof.
to level up magic, but I looked for the item in there, which was a magic container, but
Oh, okay.
I think that was glove blocked. I couldn't tell though. Looked glove blocked to me, but there could have been another path there.
I
I'm not
can't
sure.
remember if 5 was glove blocked or not in any way. I went in there first time I saw P5. I'm like, nope. I was like, attack 3. I'm like, I'm not doing this. I'm getting killed out here. I'm not going to P5.
Yeah, Animus, you walked in there at attack 3, but you got attack 4 while in there. It still might have been a little rough. You didn't have shield or anything like that, so we were thinking probably a 2-shot on Guma with no downstab, no shield. So
Yeah, it definitely would have been rough. Yeah, I mean, I took attack 4 instead of magic 4 at that time just because literally everything was taking forever to hit, which attack 4 was a lot better than attack 3, but overall my early leveling was pretty bad, so I just kept that game overing and losing levels.
Yeah.
So I
Everything
think
hit really hard.
yeah, exactly.
I mean, you both got a good taste of the disastrous start here, but it's just, I don't know if there's anything that really sticks out like that's questionable at this point. I mean, other than just like some leveling strategies in the early game, but it is what it is. At the end of it all, y'all had plenty of levels. Although Valence, you got not only one big payout but 2 big payouts on that power leveling there at the end. So you went in with really good levels into GP. You had, I think, 1 if not 2 less containers. I think you had 1 less container than Animus, but you had 1 more hard container than Animus. So it was. You had the better levels. The containers were slightly swapped there, and yeah, we were wondering if that was going to come down to a resource thing in GP, but pretty simple GP there. Pretty simple GP as long as you just went the right way.
There were a couple branches that I was like, oh no, but just keep going right. Don't go up left. Let's just keep going this way until then. Yeah, I found T-Bird, and then after T-Bird, I think there was only maybe 1 junction.
Yeah.
But yeah, going into GP, I was because at first, beginning I was getting killed, and then by the end of it, the way the leveling is and the P bags at the end of bosses was really nice. I was feeling pretty comfy going into Grand Palace, even though I felt like I was really far behind.
Well, Animus gambled on the down and left, that first junction before anyone had seen Thunderbird. Animus gambled down and left, and it was a very quick dead end. However, had it not been as quick, that could have been the difference right there. Yeah, it was just down 1 room, left, and then an immediate dead end, I think, is what that was. And then you came right back from there and went right, and we saw Thunderbird shortly afterward.
Yeah, I decided not to veer off after that.
Yeah, I was gonna say there was another up and left right after Thunderbird, and we didn't see you pick that. We were like, oh, I think I'll just stay going right now.
Yeah, lesson learned.
Well, at the end, I'm just glad it was close.
Yeah, for a 51 plus minute P1 gem placement on Animus's side, he was first to place the gem, and you were shortly afterwards, I think, in
Yeah.
P2, a minute or so, a few minutes later. This ended up being not that long of a seed. Very slow start, but picked up very quickly.
Yeah, definitely.
But anything else that sticks out in your mind about this race, where we're at here in the tournament? Animus, you're 2-1 now. Valence, you're 1-2. We can start with Animus.
Yeah, well, thanks again for restreaming this star. Thanks again for commentating on this, Jacob Graham Marai. I didn't see who was tracking today, but thank you to them as well.
It was us.
Yeah.
Oh, it was you too as well. Well, good job for doing double duty. Thanks so much. Valence.
I saw that, Jake
GGT.
Hooper.
It's just like, yeah, I'm just acknowledging that I tracked. I don't know.
Oh.
Anyway,
GG to you as well, Valence, and thank you so much. And good luck to you on the rest of your races. I think you have done very well, and I know you're going to continue to do well as well.
Oh, thank you. I hope you also do well in the next rounds in the brackets. And yeah, also thank you for doing this restream, especially if it's a little later in the evening for everyone. But me, I'm in the past. And the trackers and stuff. I will say about this seed that I am a little perturbed by the Bagu hint being in the South Woods, going in the South Woods, and there's nothing there. And it was in the west side. And it's like, why couldn't you just be where you said you were going to be?
Well, the way that it's broken up in the quadrants, and so the south is going to be like middle south,
the entire
south center.
south. Yeah.
Yeah, if he would have said southeast woods, that would have been down by start.
Okay. Because I always thought, like, okay, this is south of Saria. Come on, Bagu, where are you, man?
Yeah, it's not in relation to Saria. It's in relation to the overall biome map.
It was the same thing with being new to the rando. People would be like, go east to find the glove. And I would go east. Like, I wouldn't go to the east. I would just go east of where I was.
Yeah.
You're such a liar.
That's so easy to do. Like, I was so annoyed at that, too. I actually didn't know about Bagu. I thought that was like southwest of like the woods that he's in. Did not know that was like southwest in the west continent. That's interesting to know.
Yeah, it was southwest in the west.
That's interesting. That's cool to know.
There's only so much text you can fit into one of those boxes, all right?
Oh yeah. I'm not. it's more funny to me than just like, well, I went east, I went south. What's going on?
Yeah, you're not the first one to make that mistake either. People have asked about that as well. They're like, I went east and there was nothing there. It's just, well, it means continent.
Yeah, it makes sense though. Yeah, it makes sense though, honestly. So I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
Before Star kicks us out, Jake Hooper, any final thoughts here tonight's race or anything else?
Nope. I've got stuff to move on to, but it was a great race to watch. It certainly will be one of the races of the tournament, really, even. Pretty interesting one. So thanks, guys, for the show. And thanks, Mariah and Star, for all you do, as always.
Yep, Star doing triple duty here. Well, not triple duty, but 3 back-to-back races here. Z2R races of 3 of our 27 that happened tonight. Thanks to her. And always a pleasure, Jay Coper, doing some comms with you. GG's to both of our runners, and good luck moving forward.
Thank you.
Yeah, GG's. And good luck in your future matches. So please do give both of our runners a follow, Animus and Valence, as well as our two comms, Ryan and Cobra, who are also doing the tracking. That is it going to be it for us tonight, finally, after 3 races back to back to back. I'm about ready to head for bed. We have tomorrow, though, we've got a 1 week Randomizer Season 6 Tournament Losers Bracket Top 12 match between Spitefun and KitKat. That'll be Game 1 at 3 p.m. Eastern. We'll also have at 10:30 p.m. Eastern tomorrow another standard Source Round 3 match for this tournament between Chadber and Levelinge, and that's a 1-1 match. 10:30 p.m. Eastern will also be on here on ZSR Main. Only other Z2R match scheduled right now is Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern. That'll be the Gobun versus Nimenvad at Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern. Challenge assignment to be determined depending on what else is going on that day. And then we'll have Source Round 4 after that. That'll be it for us for tonight. Thank you for watching. We're going to head over to say hi to Dr. J, PhD, who finished up a tournament race of his own versus Pickles and Beer a little bit earlier. Is now doing a seat for fun. Because why not, I guess? I'll be right back, so let's wish you luck with that. Thanks for watching all, and we will see you next time.